Hello, welcome to Business 100. My name is Dr. Yoy, and today we're going to do a video quiz for the syllabus. You have to do this in order to be marked as attending for the class. I'll try and keep it short and sweet. I made another one before this, and I had the wrong microphone on, and I had no sound. So I want this one to be short. All right. To get to the syllabus, very easy. You should have already read it. If you didn't, please read it. I gotta move myself. Bye. Okay, go to class, Business 100, syllabus. Mine, it just pops up here. Click on the link. Okay, I've already got one open, but you open it up. It's a Word file. And that's what it's like. So, the important stuff. My name. I am in Ford Center, room 111. Ford Center is on the East Broad campus in Gadsden. It's right across the street from the one-stop shop where you went to register if you registered on the main campus. I am, it's the tall building right across the street from the one stop. If you go in the front doors, as soon as you walk in, look to your left, you'll see an office suite. I'm in there in room 111. But Miss Beverly is our admin assistant. She'll direct you right to me. This is the most important thing on the syllabus. That is my email address. If you have questions, if you need help, the best, fastest way to get in touch with me, don't send a Blackboard message. That's the worst. The best, just send me a regular email. If I'm out of my office, when I come back in, first thing I do is I pull up my emails. Now, when you do, put Business 100 in your section number. This is a syllabus for section 70. I also have section 71. Put that on there. That way, because I don't know everybody's names, it takes me a while to get to know everybody's names. That way, when I come in, first thing I see is an email, Business 100, section 70 on it. I know that's from a student. Those are the first ones I open. I will take care of it as soon as possible. My email address, my phone number is also on here. Now, that's a regular email, right? Don't send a Blackboard message. You can call me. If I'm in my office, I'll answer the phone, help you. If I'm not, I am really, really bad at checking my voicemails. Real bad. Okay? I think it's because I have a phobia. I have some sort of mental problem. I hate talking on the phone. I'll talk to you all the time if you answer me, but I'm bad at checking my email. So if you need me, if you call, I'm not here, don't leave a voicemail. Just send me an email. I'll get to you faster. My office hours are generally Monday through Thursday, 1 to 6 p.m. I am here early in the morning, and I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9:30 straight through to 12:15, and then I take break and I come back lunch and I come back about 1. So I'm generally going to be here 1 to 6 for sure. Okay. If you leave me an email and I come in between classes or something and I see your email, I'll try and answer it. If it's something I can do before I go to class. So just send the emails. Those are the best way. Here's information on my division chair. That's Miss Angie Waits. She is her email and phone number are here. The Dean of Instruction or Academic Programs and Services, Dr. Leslie Worthington. Her contact information is here. That's up here for the Gadsden State Complaint Resolution Procedure. A long time ago, some student called the chairman or chancellor of the two-year college system with a problem that he could have solved with the instructor. And the chancellor called the school. He said, "Don't you have a complaint resolution procedure?" "Yes, we do. Now we do." So here it is. If you have any problems, come to me. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt because I have none. If you have a problem, I'm going to work it out with you. One, because I'm here to help you. Number two, I love the money you guys pay here. It comes to my house. I have 5 kids. I got one in college at Vanderbilt. I got one going here as a dual enrollment student. I got 3 in private school. I need your money. I want you happy. Okay? But if you come to me with a problem and I don't solve it, I say no, or I don't do what I said I was going to do, then you go above my head to the department chair. Miss Waits, I love working for her. She's a great department chairman. I don't want her job. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'm going to do exactly what she tells me, and I always do. Okay. If for some reason that doesn't work, then you would go to Dr. Leslie Worthington. She's the Dean of Academic Programs and Services. I'm going to do it because she tells me to. And then, of course, after that would be our president, Martha Lavender. Nothing's ever going to get that far. Just come to me and I'll solve any problems. Okay. The course description is here. What this is basically, it's an introduction to all the different little fields in business. We've got some marketing, we've got economics, we've got finance, we've got accounting. We just give you a little taste of everything, so that when you take an accounting course, when you take a economics course, when you take a business law course, you've had a little bit of experience with it. Okay. The book right there is Business 6th Edition, Farrell, Hurt, and Farrell. Just available at the Gadsden State Bookstore. All you need is the book. You don't need any codes. If you buy a used book, expedite the shipping or something because you don't want to fall behind. But they have them in the bookstore. You get it and start studying that day. This course, we use the Respondus Lockdown Browser and Respondus Monitor. That means you need a webcam. Okay. There's information here and under the Getting Started section tomorrow. I'll have some stuff up there. The first chapter, I'm not going to put the Respondus browser on. So if you want to take the first chapter quiz, you can. But for every chapter after that in exams, you will have to take it using Respondus browser, lockdown browser. You download that. And you'll have to have a webcam to do Respondus Monitor. When you take your exam, you will hold your ID up just like this in front of the camera, a picture ID, so that I can see that it's you. Okay? And you can't grab any books. You can't get up and leave for long periods of time. I mean, if you go get a drink or you go to the restroom, I don't care. But if you're gone 15 minutes and just coming back, I'm probably going to call an ambulance, but no. I might call an ambulance. I could. I'm not saying I won't. I'll try not to. But I'll think something fishy's up, okay? And I might make you take the exam again, okay? That's for your protection. We don't want someone getting a good grade that doesn't deserve it at the expense of people who worked hard. Almost all students at Gadsden State study, take their exams like they're supposed to, and take them fairly. When you take an exam, when you take a Blackboard quiz, you may not have your book open in front of you, okay? No notes, all right, unless I authorize them. And if I do, you would take that note page, and that would be the only thing in front of you. You'd say, here's my 1 page of notes if I authorized you to have a page of notes or formulas or something, and you'd show me, hey, that's what I got, what you told me I could have, okay? If you don't, webcams I think are really cheap. I've got one. I wish I could show it to you, but I'm using it to film this. I just have a little webcam. It's about that big, and it's got a little lever. It just clips on to the top of my monitor, and I move it, and then they say, okay, that's me, and that's what I do. Okay. That's what you need to do. There's no talking to other people during the exams. If I see you going, hey, or looking down at your phone or something, no good. Okay. Take them fair. I'm a fair grader. Be a fair test taker. That's the way I figure it. All right. Last day to withdrawal, November 26th. There's some information here. Withdrawing could affect your financial aid. I don't know anything about financial aid. They make me put that on the syllabus. If you got financial aid questions, call financial aid because I can't answer them. And if I did, it would probably be bad. I never got financial aid. I had to work. All right, moving over here. Course objectives. These are good and important. Let's say you're studying for an exam. You're like, I don't know what that idiot will put on an exam. Well, here's some examples of things that we told the Accrediting Standards Board will put on the exam. Describe the free enterprise system in America. That's chapter 1. You'll see that. In fact, I go into it in more detail on a video. Evaluate the role of the entrepreneur in society. They're the most important people in the economy because they're the ones that undertake business activities. They're the ones that arrange funding. They're the ones that come up with ideas on how to satisfy future human wants and needs. They deal with uncertainty. They can make profits, but they can also make losses. Okay, so that's a good one. So read these if you're looking for something to study on an exam. Okay, I don't know what's going to be on there. Well, that stuff's going to be on there. Okay, this is just a review of the class. There's an online course. All course materials, activities, supplemental materials, and exams are available online. Everything's online. You'll submit material over the course of the semester for assignments, discussions, and exams. We're not going to have any discussions. The assignments will be in the form of video quizzes like this one and Blackboard quizzes, and then the exams will be, standard online exams. Okay, I'm moving over this way. All right. There are no discussions, so don't worry about this. It says 8 exams here. It's 5. We're having 5 exams. Okay. Here's how the course breaks down. Blackboard quizzes, 20%. How I calculate that grade, I take the number of points you got right on all the Blackboard quizzes. I divide it by the total number of points you could have gotten by Blackboard quizzes. That gives me a percentage. Let's say you got 90% of the Blackboard questions right. I take that percentage that I just told you how to calculate, and I multiply it by 20 points, and that counts towards your final grade. So if you got 90%, I multiply that by 20, that's 18 points towards your final grade from those Blackboard quizzes. The video quizzes, I do the same way. I take all the points you got correct on the video quizzes, I divide it by the number of possible points available for the video quizzes. That gives me a percentage. I multiply that by 20 points. That counts towards your grade. So let's say you got 80% of the video quiz questions right. I multiply that by 20 points. You'd have 16 points towards your total grade. Then the exams, there are 5 of them. I take the total number of points you got on all the exams, and I divide it by 500. 500 is the total number of points available. Each exam is worth 100 points. 100%, 100 points, whatever you want to call it. So I take the number of points you got right, divide it by 500, that gives me a percentage, and I multiply that by 60, and I add that to the total score. So let's say you got 90% of the exam questions right, or the exam points. 90% times 60, 56. So we got 16, 18, and 56. I just add those up, and it would add up to 90, so that student would get an A. There are 2 possibilities for extra credit. The first one is we have an extra credit trip that I usually arranged. We leave on a Friday. I give you weeks in advance notice, and we go to Auburn. And we go to the Ludwig von Mises Institute in Auburn, Alabama. They have been very generous to us over the past. They will have great speakers. They're young, energetic. I mean, nobody's going to be sitting up there going, in 1942, GDP in America was $2.2 trillion. And this has increased to 19. Nothing like that. These guys are good. They're exciting. These are famous type people who are, I don't call them famous, but they're on, you can watch news shows or financial shows. And a lot of these guys are on some of those shows. They do those shows like a Fox News or a interview or whatever. So they're usually really good. One year, a man named Jeff Dice, he's the president of the Institute. He's awesome. He does a great job for us. One year he talked about how you're never going to get Social Security and why. He was a former chief of staff for a congressman named Ron Paul who ran for president. And he wanted to see how much the U.S. government was worth, what the net value of it was. And he found out that the government's, if you add up all the land and all the things that the government owns, it doesn't come anywhere close to covering all of its debts. Social Security is going to be the biggest debt. But they're great talks, fun. We meet here at 8 o'clock, or you drive down there, get to Auburn by 10:30. Generally, it starts at 11. Usually about 2 or 3 speakers. And at 2, they're done. You can go have lunch in Auburn. They got some good restaurants there, and then come back on your own. You have to take your own car. But don't worry about that if you don't have a car, if you don't have the gas to pay for your own, for your way up there and back. If you don't have a reliable car, don't worry about it. Just come at 8 o'clock, let me know. we can almost always find someone who'll take you. Be prepared to split the gas with them. But a lot of students just say, don't worry about the gas money. I'm going down there anyway. Just go. We'll get you a ride down there. You cannot go with me. The school has some sort of policy that I cannot drive a student anywhere. So we'll get a student to drive you. And there's a waiver you have to sign on that, like a field trip slip, and then we go. And that's 5 extra credit points on your final grade. So if you got an 85 on the final grade, I'd add that 5 to it. That'd bump you up half a letter grade. The other thing I do is if you do class evals and stars at the end of the semester, that's worth 10 points on your final exam, not the final grade, the final exam. So if you got an 80 on the final exam, I'd add 10 to that. That'd bump you up to 90 and an A on the final. The makeup policy, there is no makeup. I let you do the course at your own pace. I have a schedule at the bottom of the syllabus, but it's all at your own pace, okay? So everything, all the quizzes, the Blackboard quizzes and the video quizzes, they're all due on December 10th, no exceptions, okay? Unless you have a university-approved excuse. If you died, that's a good excuse. If you're sick, doctor's note, okay, something like that. If you go to a funeral, usually you can let me know in advance. I'm pretty liberal if you let me know in advance. But after the fact, if you go to a funeral and you didn't let me know before the 10th, you said, hey, or I can't get my homework done, not good. You got to have a university-approved excuse, and it would have to be over a long period of time, okay? Now, the makeup policy, there is none, okay? The final exam is due on the 13th at midnight, right at the stroke of midnight, okay? Actually, right before. So Thursday night, before it turns to midnight, you have to have your final, all your exams done. If you fall behind, I'll send you emails and let you know. All right. Most of this we don't need to look at. Attendance, I already told you you have to do this quiz to be marked as attending. Withdrawal from class. All right. We're looking through here. Withdrawal from classes, you need that kind of information. It's here. Harassment, yeah, don't harass me or something. Okay, it's online class. How are you going to do any of that? The ADA, that is important. If you have a disability and you need special accommodations, click on that link, go through the ADA. You talk to them. I don't know anything about it. They figure out what accommodations that you'll need, and they send me a letter, and I follow that letter. Okay, the Cardinal Tutoring Center, this is important, not so much for this class, but for other classes, especially math and English. If you're having any problem, there's so many opportunities for tutoring here. This Cardinal Tutoring Center, that's a walk-in. They're open from 8 to 5. They're in the Inzer building on the Wallace campus, the administrative building on the Ayers campus, and at the Cherokee Center. You walk in there and say, gosh, man, I got a paper to write, or I don't know, I can't solve this math problem. I don't get it. You go in there, they'll tutor you, they'll help you. They're not going to do your work for you, but they will help you. Student services, if you qualify, and almost all of us do, if you're on any sort of financial aid, if you're on a scholarship, if neither one of your parents have a college degree, you can go in there and get free tutoring. If you're in a Math 098 class, there's embedded tutors that are there to help you. So please take advantage of that. Listen, and I don't care. Let's say you want to get an A and you're getting a B in the class. Take advantage of it, okay? And take advantage of the instructors. We're here to help you. If you're getting a B in the class, you want an A, come see me, okay? And I'll help you. I'll say, I don't know why you're getting a B. Do you do this? Yeah, I do that. Do you do this? No. I'll say, well, you probably want to do that. Do you understand this concept? Yeah, I got that one down. Well, let me hear it. Yeah, you got that. What about this one? I'm kind of shaky on that. I'll explain it to you. Now, what I won't do is your work. I won't read the book for you. I won't, help you if you come in and say, well, what do you know? Nothing. Did you read the book? No, I don't read books. Did you watch any of the videos? I don't have time for videos. No, I'm not gonna do too much for you if you don't want to help yourself. But you read the book and you come in here with clear questions. Hey, I need this, I need that. And I'm gonna do my best to help you because I want you to get an A. Okay? So take advantage of the tutoring. The last thing I'm gonna show you here on the syllabus is the course schedule. This is not set in stone, but it's a guide. Every week, look at this. Say, where should I be? If you're behind, get caught up. Okay? If you're ahead, just keep going. If you finish the course 2 weeks early, that's not a problem. Okay? But all the quizzes are due by the 10th. All the exams are due by the 13th at 11:59 p.m. Thank you. We're going to go on now. I'll give you a little quiz. Then when we get back, we're going to go over Blackboard. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to move over here. It's kind of neat how I do that. All right, I just learned how to make these video quizzes. Check that out. I can move myself around. I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over there. Now I'm over here. Okay, but I'll stay right there for now. Okay, to take this course, all right, I just got myself out of Blackboard. I have to log back in. There we go. All right, this is Business 100. We'll use Section 71 this time. Actually, I'm going to go back. I want to do 100. I like them better. No, we'll do it anyway, though. I think I got more stuff in there. All right, go to course content. There's your syllabus quiz that you're taking right now. Course content, chapter 1, go in there. Most of the materials you need are in there. I've got the chapter 1 PowerPoints. Review the PowerPoints and read the book. Doesn't matter which order you do them in. Do them whichever order you're comfortable with. If I were doing this, I would probably read the book and then review the PowerPoints. But a lot of people will tell you, hey, if you review the PowerPoints, it gives you an idea of what you're looking at, how it's broken down, and then read the book. I don't care which order you do it in, but just do both of them. Then take the video quizzes. This is a video quiz. I've got one for chapter 1 here. Okay. Then do the Blackboard quizzes. Okay. So here, this video quiz is just like the one you're on. You click on here, and I'm going to go here to video quiz and see if that link works. I've been having problems with it. No, that's for me. Okay, that's why it's not working. I'm going to go back. I'm still new with this. So here I'm going there. I'm just going to go here, chapter 1 lecture. That is your video quiz there. See these little blue dots? These little blue dots here are the actual questions that you have to answer. So here you listen to about 13 minutes of me blow wind. And when you get to the end of it, there we go. You get this quiz. You answer the quiz. I am not going to put the correct answers in necessarily. I'm not even looking at the questions because you have to figure that out. In fact, I know there's some wrong answers. So you take the quiz, you're done, it starts back up. Go to the next one. Then the final, you can see here at the end, I'm not even looking at the questions, so don't think I'm putting the right answers down. In fact, I know some of them are wrong because I remember what the right answers were. Okay, and now I'm done, I think. Oh, is that it? There we go. Exciting stuff. Listen to this guy. It's all true. And you can see here there's a quiz at the end. Like I said, I'm not even looking at the questions. So don't think I'm putting the right answers down here. So I'm not even looking at the questions. And when you're done, it'll record your grade. If it doesn't record your grade, send me an email or something and I'll look into it. Okay, there are extra videos here. This is a good one on supply and demand. I don't talk about it in that video. That's straight from your book. The video quizzes generally include things that aren't in the book. Not all of it, but a lot of what I talk about isn't in the book, or I'm going into something that's in the book in more detail, or some key concept. But it's not the whole chapter. You got to read the chapter first, then do the video quiz. Then we'll go back here. Then take that Blackboard quiz. I give you 30 minutes. They're true, false. Like I said, I'm not even looking at the answers here, or the questions, so don't think I'm putting the right questions down. Go to the next one here. Come on, there we go. I have no idea what the questions are, so don't think I'm doing the right answers. But you can see these quizzes are true, false. When you're done, it'll grade them. Now, these Blackboard quizzes, you can take as many times as you want, and it keep the highest grade. The video quizzes, I think it's a one-time shot, but you can watch the videos over. Okay? You do that. Then I haven't got them up here yet, but let's say you do chapters 1, 2, and 3. I think the first exam will be right here. It'll be in red. It'll say exam 1, chapters 1 through 3. You'll open that folder, and inside will be the exam. The exams you can only take once. Once you open it, the timer starts. Okay, and it doesn't stop, so you can't pause and come back. The quizzes on Blackboard, other than chapter 1 and the exams, you will have to use the Respondus browser with Respondus monitor. That means you need a webcam to take the test. Okay? The webcam, if you don't have one, I don't think they're very expensive. I have a very inexpensive one here. It's literally a little camera that's like a piece of plastic with a camera in it about that big. And it has a hook, and it just sits on top of my monitor here. I'd show it to you, but I'm filming with it, so you can't see it. If you want to take your exams and quizzes from home, you have to get a camera. And that's to keep things fair. It wouldn't be fair if I let people cheat and other people were doing things the right way. So you've got to get that to take the quizzes. The video quizzes you can take on your own. That doesn't matter. You don't need respondents for those. But for the chapter quizzes in Blackboard, this red one, and the exams, you have to have the camera. If you don't have one, you don't want to go out and buy one, that's fine. You can go into any of the learning centers on any of our campuses, and they have computers set up with video cams. Now, when you take the exam, first thing you have to do, take a photo ID. Got to be like a driver's license, state ID card, your Gadsden state ID, and hold it up to where I can see it and you to make sure that's you. Okay? Then, if I allow it, and I don't know, I haven't made the exams up, but if I allow a sheet, a formula sheet or something, which I very rarely, if ever, do, then you would hold that up. This is the formula sheet that you told me I could have. Maybe I told you just the front. So you show me the front and nothing on the back. Then the only things in front of you are scratch paper, blank scratch paper, pen or pencil, and maybe a calculator if it's needed. That's it. If I see you look down at something like your phone, and I'm showing you, what am I looking at right now? My phone. If I see you cheating with the phone, it's an F. No phones. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. If it rings, don't pick it up. Okay? The other thing, you can't talk to anybody. Okay? If your brother, your sister, your roommate, your mom, your dad come by and they start talking to you, say one word. I'm taking an exam. I can't talk. It's more than one word, but okay? If I see you talking to somebody, and I'm going to assume you're cheating. Okay? All right? And don't leave for prolonged periods of time. You can get up, go get a glass of water. You can get up, go use the restroom. But if you're gone 15 minutes, I'm either calling an ambulance or I'm going to have to fail you. Okay? Because I'll figure out you're probably in another room looking at the book. Okay? Please don't cheat. I am a fair grader. Please be a fair test taker. All right. That's all I've got. This video went a little longer than I wanted, but There's a quiz, a question, what do you call it? Some quiz questions coming after this. Once you take those, it'll submit, and you're counted as being in the class for financial aid purposes. Okay, thank you very much.